Hi, I'm Kylan.
And I'm Olivia, here with your investigative report.
We've seen some paranormal activity around David Barton.
The paranormal activity we've seen includes books falling off the shelves and Dobby moving.
We've also seen students read The Haunted David Barton out loud, so it has released the ghost. Unfortunately, Lucy and Madeline were caught reading the book aloud in the library. They even filmed themselves. Watch.
Today we will be reading Haunted David Barton by Miss Hurt's 2014 class. Have you ever wondered, as you're walking down the hall, what's making all the noises when there's no one there at all? The school is really creepy when you're walking there at night. The shadows on the wall can give us all a fright. As you're walking down the hall, you see the classroom light. You turn again, and they're off. You think, could that be right? You hear someone scream. You walk into the room, but you start to fall, and suddenly you're doomed. It's creepy and it's scary. What's making all the sounds? A chair was sliding on the floor, but somewhere floating around. Have you ever wondered while you're walking to your seat that's making all the noises? It might be random feet. If you're walking into the bathroom and suddenly you hear a clap, it'll make you jump and run till you come back with a trap. It doesn't sound like thunder coming through the wall. You barely keep your poise. It's in the bathroom stall. You're walking to the office. They're floating for you to see. A ghost was straight and tall. It looked just like DB. As you're in the office, you see the computers glow. You get a troubled feeling. Then your fear starts to show. Then you see a man in white. He's gone, but leaves a note. He says, "I will get you," and then he starts to float. You see something moving, but it was just a mouse. Or maybe it's a ghost. It's one big haunted house. It gets a little creepy when on the stage at night. It's kind of amazing if you could give a great big fright. When you are on the stage, suddenly something falls. Boom! You hope it's not a witch floating on a broom. The swings are moving slowly, then something makes a sound. But you're the only person on David Barton ground. At night, the swings swing, but there's no one ever there. It's really odd sometimes. It can give you quite a scare. You see a woman in blue. She suddenly starts to glow. You run and find an exit, and your fear starts to grow. You listen for a sound, but the only thing you hear is lots of strange moaning, and you run away in fear. You can see something in the art room. It's only a foot away. You get scared and run for your life. It's a monster made out of clay. Have you ever noticed after coming down the stairs why all the vases are moving and you're the only one there? The lights are slowly flickering. The smells are really frightening. But before you pass out, you see a flash of lightning. Maybe it's 100 ghosts, or maybe it's only one. What's ever going on, it sure makes learning fun.
Would all food products please be brought up to the front hallway? We need all food products brought up to the front hallway. This is the classroom. Thank you.
Black shadows will come for you. They get you in your sleep. You could be its next victim. Hee hee hee. I bet you won't see me. All the things that happen at David Barton's school, these things are kind of creepy, but they're also kind of cool. Perhaps it's David Barton, who's returned to stake his claim. Whoever haunts these hollow halls is really such a shame. Thank you. That was Madeline and Lucy reading to you Haunted David Barton. Thank you.
You mean just reading that book aloud would release a ghost?
Yes, so don't do it.
Since I was skeptical, I sat down with Mrs. Hurt to see what she had to say about that. I'm here with Mrs. Hurt. So, Mrs. Hurt, do you think David Barton is haunted?
You know, I kind of do. I've had some strange experiences, and when I was a 5th grade teacher, my students had some odd experiences, so we all decided we thought it'd be fun, let's write a book about it. So we did, and we wrote the book called Haunted David Barton. Every student in my class was responsible for doing a page, and after we got it all finished and the kids were reading it, we found out that even more strange things started happening. So I think we may have made David Barton mad. And so I put the book away. I thought, well, you know, maybe it's the book that made him mad. So we put it away, but that was 5 years ago. And so I brought it back out, and wouldn't you know that Madeline and Lucy read it out loud. And now all kinds of weird things have been happening in the library. There have been books flying off the shelf. Dobby has even moved. So I'm not really sure what to do now.
Do you think you should put the book away again?
I thought about that, but maybe what we need to do is just be reading lots of other books. Mrs. Schnaringer's got guest readers coming in to read other books aloud to the classes, and students have been checking out books. So maybe if we could just read more, that would make our ghost happy.
Do you think that the ghost will go away once we read?
Well, the only way we'll find out is if everybody starts reading and we really give it a try. But I think it's worth it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, wow, I had no idea. We've asked students and staff if they think David Barton is haunted or not.
I can't wait to see what they have to say. Now I'm here with Lorelai to see what she thinks. Do you think David Barton is haunted?
No.
Have you seen any paranormal activity?
No.
Do you think the ghost will ever go away?
Yes.
Well, you better get to reading because that keeps the ghost away. Thank you. Now I'm here with Miss Snaringer to see what she thinks. Do you think David Barton is haunted?
Well, you know what? I don't think David Barton is haunted, but I always have a book in my hand, and I'm always reading and always in the library looking for new books. So maybe that's why I think it's not haunted.
Have you seen any paranormal activity at all?
I haven't seen any paranormal activity, but some of my students that I talk to who aren't in a really good book, they've noticed some weird things happening. So there might be something to that theory.
Do you think the ghost will ever go away?
Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see if all David Barton students can get in a book that they think is just right for them, that they love, and maybe then that will scare the ghost away.
Yeah. Well, you better get to reading because that's what keeps the ghost away. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now I'm here with Effie to see what she thinks. Do you think David Barton is haunted?
Yes.
Have you seen any paranormal activity?
No.
Do you think the ghost will ever go away?
Yes.
Well, you better get to reading because that's what keeps the ghost away. Thank you. Since reading keeps the ghost away, we're going to give away some free books.
And we're very sorry if we say your name wrong. The first winner from Miss Adams' class is Shane Bonnekamp.
Reese Ball from Mrs. Austin's class.
Gabe Alphin from Miss Cater.
Addison Berkey from Mrs. Thatcher's class.
Avralea Atkins from Miss Walk's class.
Darius Briscoe from Mrs. Brown's class.
Isaiah Barber from Miss Crawford's class.
Donovan Atkins from Miss Esmeyer's class.
Tegan Anderson from Miss Fennell's class.
Amber Bishop from Miss Huff's class.
And Karina Armstrong from Miss Losing's class.
Come to the library to pick out your free book.
Hey, Lucy, what you doing?
Oh, I'm reading this book. It's Big Nate, and here goes nothing. Why did the book? We need to show this to Miss Hurt. Let's go.
It moved again. Oh my gosh. We're gonna have to cut this